Hello guys, this is my first video. I'm going to be helping out Ransanzai with his spare channel and maybe play my own part in that, and hopefully that works out. So I'm going to be doing a quick video about the latest shooting in Oregon. Sad occurrence, getting used to seeing this type of thing. I think most of us understand by now that this is a big part of the gun control going on, the gun control agenda going on in America these days. They clearly want the guns taken off the public, and I think they're showing that loud and clear with false flag events, with speeches they make after these events. I'm not saying this event in particular is a false flag, but whether it is or not, they're still going to make sure they use it for that reason. So yeah, and what I found interesting, really interesting, was actually the trigger of me making this video. The main reason I wanted to make this video was it was interesting to see that the shooter apparently targeted Christians. Now, whether this is important in terms of what the media want us to perceive of the event, or how they want to put the event into the minds of the people, I'm not really too sure what I think of this, but it's interesting to see that persecution is clearly already here in the Western world, in America itself. A father of one of the victims said that the witnesses, I believe he said the witnesses were saying that the shooter himself was targeting Christians and was asking people if they were Christians, and in turn shooting them if they replied yes. So it's interesting. I'm not really too sure what to think of that now, but we know that persecution will come in the last days, and if I'm honest, I think it's already here. I mean, we've seen it with the Kim Davis situation not too long ago, and now this not too long after. Many more cases as well. It says here on CNN, the gunman who opened fire at Oregon's Umpqua Community College singled out Christians, according to the father of a wounded student. Before going into spinal surgery, Anastasia Boylan told her father the gunman entered her classroom firing. "I've been waiting to do this for years," the gunman told the professor teaching the class. "He shot him point blank," Boylan recounted. I'm not really too sure what to think of that, but it's an interesting part of the story, and this is where it really gets interesting, and it doesn't really surprise me either. I mean, since the last 3 or 4 years, we've seen a massive push in the gun control agenda, in the media and in the public perception, in terms of what's going on in the world. We've seen a massive increase in these type of occurrences happening, and we can see that here. There's been no calendar week without a mass shooting during President Obama's second term. Not one week since Obama's second term began has there been no mass shootings. Not 1 week has gone by without a mass shooting in his second term. Now, whether that's a massive increase in the false flag events for the gun control agenda to speed up, to come into process, I don't know, but either way, when these things happen, they are straight there to use it to further their agendas, to further their success in what they do. Since Sandy Hook, there has been nearly 1 school shooting per week. I mean, this is a disgusting fact, a disgusting stat, but it's the truth. I think we all know where this is going. I just wanted to run through some stats here as well. This is government genocide campaigns and the gun control laws that helped slaughter 56 million people. The government of Ottoman Turkey in 1911, I believe the date of gun control law was passed. 1.1 to 1.5 million Armenians were killed from 1915 to 1917. The Soviet Union, date of gun control law, 1929. And then from 1929 to 1953, 20 million anti-communist and anti-Stalinists were killed. I mean, you can see the stats here on the screen for yourself, and they're shocking, absolutely shocking, and it shows that it's a big part, a very big part of, let's say, a Hitler type dictator coming to rule, if you like, in a country that seems to always be an evil ruler i.e. whether that's Obama or the next president, we all know they're run by the same people, so it doesn't really matter who the figurehead is. But it seems to me that this gun control is going to play a major part in the totalitarian side of USA. Ben Carson himself, this is a man who is running for president actually in 2016, an American author and retired Johns Hopkins neurosurgeon. He stated on the day of the shooting, on this same day of the shooting in Oregon, that a Hitler could happen here in the United States, he said. Ben Carson suggested on Wednesday that a Nazi-like force could come to power in the United States. At a campaign event in New Hampshire, Carson noted that many people believe a situation like what took place in Germany in the 1930s and 1940s could never happen in America. I beg to differ, Carson said. And this sort of ties in with the stats I've just shown you with the gun control laws and the fact that it seems to be when the guns are taken away from the people, shortly after, the government are responsible for killing millions, hundreds of thousands, most of the time millions of people shortly after taking away the guns. Yeah, so I just wanted to update you on that, and bear with me, I'm new to all of this, so I'll get better as I go, I suppose, but I'm going to enjoy making some videos for you. I think we all know where this is going, and I think we all know the agenda, what's going on with the gun control law, and without a doubt there's been false flags in recent years, false gun control, false flags. Whether this particular shooting was one, I don't know, but as I say, either way, they will be using it to further their gun control agenda. And we just need to be all of us need to be vigilant at the end of the day. So, and that is what people like me and RSC and Vigilant Christian, many others do. They try and keep people in the loop, keep people aware of what's going on at the minute, and pray for the poor people what are in this situation and the ones what have been in recent times. But we need to fight like hell for the living and lead people to Jesus Christ. And that's all from me. God bless.